Does beer make you fat? I was 50 pounds overweight, I drank way too much beer, I ate bad foods, and I couldn't lose any weight. I had that dreaded beer belly. I thought that exercise was the answer. But the thing is, I was walking my dog 2 to 3 miles every day, and I was cycling 100 plus miles a week. I literally thought I was the most fit, fat guy there was. So what happened? Well, there's several things going on here, and I'm going to break them down for you. First of all, what causes belly fat? It's simple. When your body takes in more calories than it can burn off, it's going to store those excess calories as fat. And that's with any calories, whether it's healthy food, unhealthy food, liquor, even beer. Now, alcohol can have an even bigger impact for a couple of reasons. First, a typical beer will have like 150, 200 calories. Now, if you drink a few in one sitting, you're going to pile up quite a few calories. Next, when you're relaxing with a couple of beers, well, we tend to have some food with it. And often it's high-calorie foods like pizza or wings or some other of our favorite not-so-healthy foods. So you combine those two factors, you might be looking at more than a full day's calories in that one sitting. It's really easy to overdo your calories when drinking alcohol. So, why do we get a beer belly? Well, unfortunately, that fat has to get stored somewhere. And where it gets stored is determined by your age, your sex, and your hormones. Women tend to store their fat in their arms, thighs, buttocks, and bellies. And men tend to store most of their fat in their bellies. Also, as you get older, your calories, your needs tend to go down. And you can gain weight easier. Now, don't worry, I do actually have some good news coming up about this. So, what about exercise? Can I burn off those extra calories? Well, absolutely you can. The problem here is it takes a lot more exercise than you would think to burn off those extra calories. Remember what I said earlier? I was doing 2 to 3 miles of dog walking, 100 plus miles of cycling a week. That's like 12 hours of just exercise per week, and that doesn't even count the getting ready and cleaning up after. And I was still quite a bit overweight. I remember I would look at the internet trying to figure out how many calories a particular activity would burn. There were a million different answers. It all depends on each individual. I even had a fitness watch that kept track of all of my activities, but the problem was that I was eating and drinking more calories than I was burning off. Anyway, I got rid of the watch. I had to approach this differently. Now, despite all those ads saying otherwise, there is no magical way to lose your beer belly. You can't just take some pill or do one thing. It's just not going to work. But the good news is you can lose that beer belly. I've lost 50 pounds and kept it off. I had to do a few things to make that happen. Most importantly, I had to commit realistically to make changes that would get me going in the right direction. Everyone's different. We all do need to figure out what's going to work for us individually. For me, to get rid of that beer belly, the first thing was to stop drinking alcohol. That cut a lot of calories out. But when I did this, I craved more food calories. So rather than trying to willpower myself into the lower calories I was now intaking, I allowed myself more food calories at like a reasonable level. I also tried to make better choices for food, healthier stuff, real food. I tried to limit the processed stuff, less sugary drinks. But I still allowed myself to splurge a bit occasionally. I also continued to exercise and just generally tried to stay active throughout my day. The key for me to lose that beer belly was to make small changes over time. I think the most difficult thing in getting into better shape or just getting better health is in developing patience and consistency. I want things to change right now. And at the same time, I want to eat and drink whatever I want right now. The slow and deliberate changes were the key to success. Now, if you're a heavy drinker or one with alcohol dependence, the first thing to do is, under a doctor's supervision, stop drinking. This is a much more radical approach, but the drinking problem, it could be a much bigger problem. If you feel that you might have a problem or you're noticing that you keep drinking despite negative consequences, you might need to take a look at your drinking. Here at TalkSober.com, we can help you make those changes to your drinking habit. If you just want to enjoy life without alcohol being an issue so you can concentrate on other things, go to TalkSober.com. Our 30-day program will teach you step by step how to develop a new perspective towards life and alcohol. This new perspective is key to a successful sobriety. Our easy-to-follow practical program was developed by us based on our journeys into sobriety. And we're going to teach you what works. Now, you do need to really want to stay stopped and be willing to put the effort in for us to help you. So if you're ready for lasting sobriety, go to TalkSober.com, sign up, watch that first video, and start your journey to a better life. Also, make sure you smash the thumbs up button, click the bell on top so you can get notified of our new videos, and join our Talk Sober Facebook group where you can connect with many people that are going through or have gone through many of the same challenges that you might be facing right now. Thanks for watching.